One day my mum phoned and she said, why don't you just come for dinner and we can see, you can stay overnight, blah, blah, blah. It was Sunday morning and I had woken up just feeling really kind of grotty and hungover, but I got up and I just remember just lying there like looking at the ceiling and just thinking, what am I doing? What is my life? I'm miserable, I'm fed up with this. And at that point I just made that decision that I was going. Went back out, continued getting ready, and my mum comes out and she's like, where are you going? And I was like so nervous and I was like, well, I was thinking maybe I could like come to church with you and Dad if that's okay. And Mum's like, oh my goodness, yes, come. And we went in, and for the whole service my heart was just like boom, 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 knowing I need to do something, I need to change, and I need to give my life back to God. And it was crazy because just like this weight was just lifted right off of me, and I just felt God just come straight in. And all I just remember the biggest thing is just having that amazing peace, just this incredible peace upon me. And things just started to change so fast. The church gave me a job working for the office, and it was one of the best things that could have happened to me because suddenly I was in work and I was making money again, and I was around Christians, around people who were motivating me, people who were building me up. And it was like the old dreams of who I used to be were coming back. At the end of it, I just knew God's telling me to go. God's telling me that I have to be a missionary. So after that time of prayer, I just started like Googling things, and the very first thing that came up was this thing called the World Race, 11 countries in 11 months. Everything I'd ever wanted, everything I'd ever dreamed about was just put in this plate, and God had just said, here you go, Danny. I applied for the World Race, and I remember just saying, like, God, I've applied, you're going to need to give me every single penny. And before I knew it, like, just the craziest things started happening, like this money just started coming in. And then God just started like really challenging me and saying, okay, I want you to give this money to this person. And for me, that was the hardest thing, because I'm like, this is my money and I need it for me to go, but I do as he said and I give it to that person. And it was just nuts, because when I gave to that person, like twice the amount I gave was just coming back in straight away, and I'm like, what is going on? And you know, by the second month of me being on the race, I was completely fully funded. I had like 13 grand in. So I went on the World Race. And from America, I went to Guatemala, El Salvador, Honduras, Romania, Ukraine, Tanzania, Kenya for 2 months, Thailand, Cambodia, and Malaysia. And it was the most fantastic experience I've ever had. And we worked in schools, spoke in churches, we've done services, we worked in orphanages, we were working with street kids, we were working with people in the dumps, we were feeding people in the dumps, we were building houses, doing bar ministry in Thailand, working with the prostitutes, working with the ladyboys. That year was just a fantastic year of God just not only just showing me the world and showing me the amazing people and the amazing cultures and who he is, but it was a year of him showing me who I was. And if I could give any advice to people, to young people, I'd tell them, when you choose a life with God, the possibilities become endless, and you start to dream again, you start to dream big. And when God is in your life, things happen, and it is the best decision you could ever make.